What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the AEL University Elite Series of CS2! My name is ZK with the one and only Massey. How you feeling?
Ooh, Mr. ZK, I am feeling as good as any other day. Absolutely fantastic and excited to get into some AEL University CS2 action. We have got amazing stuff on its way, and I'm so keen to take it all away. But you know what else I'm keen to talk about? Amazing things! It's our sponsors! So, let's kick off here. I want to say a big shout out to none other than AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor brand who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Next up, it's Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A place of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
All right. And hey, this is really good. It is time to get into some more actions of tonight. It is going to be the first game between Monash against RMIT at 7 p.m. followed by UCIT against UNSW. Old rivalry is definitely going to be sparking there. And of course, at 9 p.m. UAM against Adelaide University. Three beautiful matches, three absolute bangers. It's going to be really good, especially seeing what their current rate of improvement and synergy is going to be. A lot of the teams did come in with fresh members. And of course, if you look at the standings right now, RMIT, they are coming out first with a win. And of course, if we have to determine the full standing is that you have to look at the round win. They have edged that one out. And also the round losses, UNSW and Monash trailing behind by 1, and then followed by Adelaide, UAM, and UCIT. So, not too bad of a showing looking at most of how the teams are actually tracking. A lot of them are still trying to find the perfect synergy when it comes down to performance. And, we've seen it. Every interview that we had last week have already stated that, we've got members either graduating or exchanging or just doing something else and moving on. So we are trying to pass on some of that legacy into the current teams to be competing for this season of AEL University of CS2. So during this Elite Series, when we do come into all of this, I want to see a big showing improvement. I want to see what UNSW has got in for us this week. I want to see if Monash is able to get some of that improvements as well. But of course, the biggest one is Monash ready against RMIT?
That's going to be the big test for him, isn't it? Are they going to be ready? And we've got our rosters right up right now. It's going to be 5+1, Justin, Clean, Saxo, and a QCCC for Monash. But for RMIT, we've seen it before, and we'll see it again. It's Lime, Lucas, versus Levine, and a LOL K. No Ruffleco this week. Ooh, that could be an interesting dynamic, Richard.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a new RMIT roster. The only three that we are actually used to is Lime, Lucas, and Levine, right? We haven't seen Versa or LOL K at all, I don't think. And then on the side of Monash, 5+1 playing is really good. Justin is also, I believe he is new. We've seen Clean, we've seen Jack Joe and QCCC last week. And so, they did state that there are newer players, that there's a lot of people that they are trying to, just get in and make sure that they get some of the, I guess when it comes down to it, is that they want to see how much they can do as a team and come together. And especially, RMIT is the one that to really test their middle to see if they break or make, right? And of course, I just get confirmation. Loke used to be from Swinburne University. So that is a transfer. Aha! We see what's going on.
Stealing the best talent. I like it. No, we'll see how they perform in the given match, though. I think it's going to be definitely a fun one for both sides here. Definitely keen to see what's in store, Richard.
Yeah, yeah, we're looking at the videos right now. They should be following coming out on your beautiful screen, provided by our beautiful broadcasters. And right now, you see the band started from Monash, Inferno, Ancient, Dustu, Nuke, Vertigo, and Anubis completely gone. And for the first time of this season, we have Maraji, which is excellent to start this one off.
Yes, we've got the triple threat there. It'll be none other than Ancient, Vertigo, Barrage. Now we've got Barrage, and I'm so keen to barge into this one, see how it all goes. I'm very excited for exactly what's going to be in store there. I'm sure the bells are chiming, ready to get out the gate there and see how Mirage is going to go.
Yeah, like, we don't want to start this week with Anubis again, do we? I mean, the triple threat last week, what was it? Anubis, Ancient Anubis. So it was the triple A battery. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Today we might get the Ma instead. So we'll go sheep.
Yeah, we could get the Ma, you know. Not going to get the AMA, unfortunately. Just going to be the Ma. Me ask anything. Love it. But we're in game now. We are straight into Mirage, ready to barge into this one. Let's get into it right now.
Alright, here we go. This is the knife move. What's to determine which team is going to start where. Look at the side. As soon as they rush in here, you're going to see the death coming all around. It looks pretty clean from both sides, but it's going to be 2-on-1. QCCC by himself in the ramps. Yeah, he just gets put down by Lime. So RMIT is going to be the first one to put him to the test. I guess this should just be the clean CT. Yeah, there you go. RMIT is going to opt for the CT position. Monash starting onto the T. It's going to be interesting to see how they open this one up. But without further ado, let's get this show started. Let's go, Batsy.
Yeah, let's get this road on the show. Away we go into round one. Ground running, it is RMIT. Just going for a split default at the moment. They've got a little bit of mid presence there, B presence, you name it. They got it, Monash. A couple in the apartments as well. Looking to divide another one over through spawn, just taking it slow and calculated here. I like how both teams are just feeling each other out for now. The aggression from Verse, though, certainly could net results if there was anyone there, but no one's really peeking that angle just yet. I think they are going to be splitting into a split A approach, though. Smoke's coming out, already damage done. Versus down, more to follow perhaps, but not today. We'll be able to trade it out. Really solid shots, honestly, coming through there. We're seeing Lucas trying to go for a bit more through the smoke, see if they can peek over the site. It's a tough one, but not an impossible one. Time is ticking, and the bomb is kicking, but they're going to be kicking away.
Yo, clean is gone, and Loke is just gonna completely finish this one. I will say it's not too bad of an attempt because Monash, they got the plant, and that's pretty much like all you want to do as T, right? Mirage is one of those maps where you open up can be really rough because you can be suffocated. It's not like one where you can just rush your Anubis B, where you can get the early prior. This is the one where you rely clearly on the open battle, and you fight with like lots of disadvantages because there's like, you know, the stairs, there's this and that, and at the end of the day, you're just hoping for a plant. You're just hoping for something, and you're hoping for Lime to do the almighty thing to not get a kill. But either way, all eyes upon Mr. Lime buying exactly what he wants to do on the second round, no matter what game or where we are in the competition.
I love it. Love the positivity. Love the confidence every week, you know. They just always smash it through, Richard. Unparalleled. But let's see if they can find some results there. They've already lost a couple of teammates, so it is a bit of a challenge for them early. Doesn't mean that they are going to be unfazed, though. I'm sure there's a fair share of problems laying in wait for them. They'll just have to seek them out and try their best to divide things up here. Justin, good for another shot, though. Maybe looking for some more problems heading their way. The T's doing a great job of just isolating these duels, though. Singling them out does net them the two-player advantage. And they have heavy cavalry heading towards that A site now. Only one player on CT to deal with, and they lose the mid presence as well. It's going from bad to worse for RMIT.
Yeah, that's completely being punished on the side of RMIT, and well, Levine is gonna get 5+1 down. Like he gets an AK for his show. He's not gonna save it. He wants the kills. He wants to do it all. He's just saying, all right, you know where I am. Come for me. And Kling does eventually does that. But yeah, that was a real little bit of a play from Monash where they said, all right, true to RMIT, they are going to buy up whatever they can and they're just going to continuously, just pump those things through. But we should take it nice and slowly. The synergy that we do have doesn't dictate a specific pace. We just have to go for, what works, what doesn't, think about the corners, think about how we can gain that information and use it to our advantage. And through that one, they did very well. And so it's a round of eco on the side of RMIT.
A round of eco on the side of RMIT there. We'll see if they can manage to recover. Otherwise, they could be trailed out a little bit longer here. You see, great spot in unders there. Lime playing a bit aggressive, trying to see if they can catch them on an angle and mid-control. Doesn't net any benefit though. Same with Verse now. They just try and push these jabs out with their pistols, but unfortunately it's not netting them the results that they want. I feel like if they play a bit patiently, wait for them to peek into the angles, they might have a bit more success there, like Levine. That's a good one. But ultimately not going to be able to support themselves there. Just getting collapsed upon. So it's going to be a quick round done and dusted for Monash there. And RMIT still in a hot place there. They're really going to have to eco out again if they want to get a slice of that pie again. But it's a tough showing in the beginning there.
Yeah, there's nothing that they could have really done. RMIT was, they always play aggressive. They're greedy for that information. They're greedy for making you come into a mistake. With Team Monash, it's in early stages. They are feeling them out. As that smoke is gonna not really work out. 3 players go down. All of a sudden, Lucas also stuck into that mid. Everyone is just gonna get cleaned up. And just like you said, Vasil, it's good that we get Monash up there and they're testing everything and they're winning. It's also really good that they're punishing RMIT for all the aggressive style. But now is the time where they really need to shine, where all the guns are coming in from RMIT. They are ready to start taking back some rounds and see what Monash really has in the works.
Yeah, we'll see if they can figure out the method to the madness now. We'll see exactly what's in the works. Otherwise, that could be a bit of hot water again, but never know. Never say never. Anything's possible, Mr. Richard. A bit possible, though. Tees have already taken some pretty deep control through mid there. Can definitely spread their reach once that smoke dissipates on connector. As they've got 3, well, down to 2 players now. Oh, Lucas knows one's right close as well. This is huge. If they peek around that smoke, this could actually be a massive opportunity here. Waits for the dissipation, picks it up. Not traded yet, but QC, luckily around the bend, does manage to push it back.
Ooh, Verse swung out just as QCCC got a really little bit of an angle on that, and Justin also finds Lorke. That is a lot more than RMIT was trying to bargain for, but nevertheless, it's 3 against 2. They are going to try to push into this. Justin quite low himself, but Justin is going to push him, being the Vanguard. He wants to see if he can get one in. It is traded. It is good. There's the molly. Levine has to do it all. He's going to run forward, but Kling is just immaculate right now. He is up to the response, and he's been taking some really nice takes. I feel like right now, Monash, they've just came in full swing. They're on all cylinders. They are ready to play, and they're saying, all right, we're against the big boys. We want to, knock out the top dog a few. And RMIT right now, sort of being caught out, so not much I can say. Unless you're Lorke, because, if you're Lorke, you're looking for those close range duels.
Sure are. You can say everything there, but oh my gosh. Clean, going to be able to clean up connector there. That's an interesting start to come through for them. We're not going to be happy with that. Justin thinking around the corner, though, does yield some results on both sides, you could say, though. Not supporting the Seek teams, really. With pistols, they're going to be happy with any kill they can get. Low HP might be Lime's opportunity here. Well, they are caught from behind, though, so it will leave them blind. And onwards and upwards towards round 7. Monash up by 4 for now. A good opportunity for RMIT to strike back, though. They've got that buy round before us. We'll see if they can manage to go for gold.
Yeah, this is I guess this is a slow start for RMIT this week, especially with different members in as well. It doesn't seem like they are as clean as how they usually play. But you can tell, lost by bonus is starting to kick in. They are supposed to be buying a lot more versus taking a chunk of death. Well, yep, so something like that almost died, right? And Catwalk was just going to be completely taken over. Justin, meanwhile, he's going to get some information. He wants to play through Connector. There is an exchange. Knows that there is at least one member of RMIT swinging up. But Justin doesn't wait for this one. He's just going to go forward. He's trusting his teammate, but it is going to be a trade coming out here. He's trying to play for this one, albeit very dangerously. He does take Verse out. And this is going to be open. This is an open base.
Open base, all your base will belong to us. Let's see if they can clear it out now. Good shot from Lime there. Almost on track for the other as well. Just going to be holding steady for the moment, though. Not pressing the issue too far. They can't afford to. See if they can yield some more results in a second, though. 50 seconds now. Clean. Left to do it all here. If they stall out Lucas, that could be the site potentially in their possession. Shot here, going for it. Molly out. This is great to support their efforts. It'll work out wonderfully here. And there we have it. CTs pull through in the end, band together, and take away 2. So, well played by the 3 remaining CTs there to clean it up. Monash still got plenty of money in the bank, though. QC is on 16k. My gosh, absolutely insane. But they're going to be buying in this round, and they're going to draw on some of that money. I think they're pretty good for a while longer yet, though.
Yeah, like, he's only died twice. The man's been living this whole time. He's like, I don't need anything. I just stay and count my greens, you know? And as we head into this round, Justin, he's not really looking. He just got punished over there. I'm not sure why he wanted to play rely on the flash and the smoke. Not really covering Connector. He swings instead. And so, dangerously, they are going to get tapped in. Levine, he is just being a menace right now. He's saying, you don't get a free catwalk right now. Clean is also gone. Up to Zach Joe, I think this is a big misplay. Before, yes, you were safe. You were able to, you know, go through this without too much of a contest because, you know, it's RMIT without guns. However, they have guns now, right? They have the utilities. They will fight back. I'm not sure what the decision was over there when they all charged in without a real connector smoke to cover everything.
Yeah, maybe a bit overzealous there, you could say, and they're going to feel the consequences of that. And opting in for the pause now, I think it's important because now that RMIT is starting to build up a bit of steam for themselves, you know that they're locked in. Like, after losing a few rounds in a row there, it's time to really hunker down and just focus up. Otherwise, it could be in a spot of hot water, but nothing that they can't overcome, eh? And we'll see exactly what that is going to deliver. We dive a little deeper in the rabbit hole in a second here. Unpause comes through, round underway. Let's see what both teams can do again.
Oh, Justice swings out just as Lucas was trying to jump out. And that's really unfortunate, right? When you have a play like that, you don't expect one actually to get super aggressive, but nevertheless, was there. Now Justin just needs to clear burst as well, but once again, it's Levine. He's shooting through that connector space. He's just saying, all right, well, if you're going to give me that, and if you're going to keep on doing it, like, you know, I'm just going to keep on rolling with the punches. Now that we do see it, Levine is going to get cleaned up, but this is a even trade on both sides, 3-3. They have locked up Zach Joel, who has to blindly check out from Palace. And then, I love this position. I love the position that is coming out. I believe that is Verse. No, sorry, that is Lime. Just going to be checking. Oh, but Zach Joel realized that Lime whiffed his shot, didn't get the early tapping, and nothing else could be said.
Yeah, nothing else in order here. Just going to be down to the last 2 CTs. Like, their money is okay. It's not great. So, they might be able to find something if they could stop the Ts from crossing sight. But as soon as one of the CTs goes down, that's pretty much round done. And there you go. First timing, maybe they stop the plan here, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see it going too successfully. I'd say maybe this could be in order, but no. They can still go for it, but they will be punished by the jail player. So, round done and dusted for Monash. They crash through. Look to do some more damage on the way as well. Nicely done for them to get their pacing back, eh? They've definitely, you know, they were shaken for a second, but they're not going to be stirred for too long.
Yeah, agreed. I actually think Monash done the right thing. As soon as they, you know, started to drop a round that they shouldn't have, they're just like, all right, quickly pause. All right, revise something. You know, take that out a little bit. Take the momentum. We want to get everything back as Lime. He's just like in the Great Desert. He's just battling it out. He sees nothing, and he's just like, there's enemies everywhere. I need to shoot those bullets. You know, it's like one of those. And at the same time, you know, this is a great little bit of entry coming from Monash. They are doing the right things, clearing up every side, smoking out connector, making sure it's not going to be enough for them just to be completely shut down. Lucas, meanwhile, has an AWP in hand. It's going to be completely disabled right now as the aggression coming from Monash is working out in dividends. They are slowly just creeping in. It's sort of like, well, when you stepped a little bit too close though, Verse did pick one up. That is a very fortunate one. And as Lorke, he's going to try to find a kill to 5+1, who is just looking into the partners. But right now you can see that Justin is trying to find him, but Verse is gone. And this brings us back into even Stevens.
Even Stevens. Let's see how it all plays out now. They have a big presence in the B apartments right now. T's looking to wrap it back though through T Spawn, as they have now lost 5+1. So the A site could be the only thing in order. Lime and Lorke just doing all the work right now. Time's ticking for the T's here. Do they stay? Do they go? That's the big test for them. Justin shuts down Levine. One last opportunity here. Get on the A side, put down the bomb, go in for a fight, or otherwise say goodnight. Justin creeping up now. CT smoked off. Time's ticking here. They need to get cracking on this one. The bomb will finally go, but they've lost QC in the meantime. Justin, good for a trade though. As Lucas could be around the corner as well. Creeping up, flash comes through, doesn't matter. Justin unaffected, pushes straight in. Now looking for Lorke, and they save the day. Lorke, what a way to keep it alive, RMIT. They're not out of it yet. They're one step closer in the remaining few rounds.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he was able to go and retrieve the AWP as well. Like, we don't see too many of this being picked right back up by RMIT. Usually when they lose it, they're just like, meh, you know, it is lost. I'm just not going to use them all for a while. But as we have round number 11, you know, we started with, a few quick rounds from Monash. Now all of a sudden, you know, the 4-round deficit was completely being shook. RMIT is looking to close this one up into as close into the 6 as possible. And all of a sudden, clearing a 5+1, they pick up 1 each from this opening. That is huge. It means that this map is going to be too thin for the other members to be covering. If they pick up Verse, this pretty much is done, but Justin is done. They are going to quickly shut down Lorke. No nest for you, but he doesn't check the side, so unfortunately they are still going to be winning this one. There's 3 players. They've already got everything that they can. And you can see Verse desperately trying to find something for his team, but nothing's going to be given.
Yeah, nothing given yet. A little too far. Gonna have to hold it strong here, Verse. See if they can burst into it. I think they're probably just gonna opt in for a save at this point. Well, you'd think, considering it is gonna be the second last round of the half here. Probably want to save that AK $400 to their name. Don't want to try and push into a 1v3 in that situation there. So can stick it out with the AK. The rest of their team not in the greatest place either. Like, they've got a bit of money. Lorke, probably the one in the best position here, 4,900, but the rest is, yeah, really pressed against the wall into this last round of the half. So high possibilities of a potential 4-8 scoreline favouring Monash here, but never say never. RMIT certainly got the capabilities in their arsenal, so very curious to see, I guess, which way the wind blows in this one, because it's going to be quite a staggering battle, I feel.
Okay, this is a very important one. It is the last one, round number 12, before we do switch. Here, Lime, true to his name, he's going to try to do it all, but completely being put down by Zachel. 3 players was already waiting. They were saying, no, we don't get this one, and a miss on the flick from Lucas as well. It means that the side onto the B, it is completely just being infested with players from Monash. They are looking to try to take this one. Justin was is swinging, Verse barely missing him as well. Knows that there's an angle, but not enough. Justin's gonna swing through. Oh my god! All of a sudden, Lucas and Look at the pick up 1 inch, swing this back into the favor. 2 players left from Monash. They are desperate trying to find something right now. They still got a minute left. I believe they do find the perfect angle to take out maybe Levine, right? If they get the perfect guess on Levine, it would be crazy, but clean right now. He's looking with QCC. See, trying to find it. They are going to try to play into Levine. They are looking, but Levine is going to just back up. He's not going to be touchable. Not that easily anymore, and that is a very dangerous angle to be swinging. When you have the high ground, you CS, you're like a true winner. And so, QCCC being completely shut down, he is going to need him to push this. He's slowly pushing, and Levine's going to get back up as well. Lucas with the AWP can just shut this down. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Monash needs to make a move.
Needs to get a move on sooner rather than later, otherwise the round's going to slip away from them just like that. 20 seconds to go here. The T's hesitating. They can't afford to right now, because the more they hesitate, the less likely they are to get that plant down. And they are pushing in now. Time's getting desperate. I go for a plant, baited out at least. They go 1 for 1 on the trade there. No time, and it will be RMIT primed up and ready to go. Taken away round number 5 in their favor. But RMIT don't take the half. Still get 2 rounds between them at the end. That is a solid effort indeed. Their hard work going to pay off into the switch here.
I think Monash started on all cylinders, but right now they are putting a little bit of a stop onto it. They are starting to hit the brakes. I don't think it's a bad idea here and there on what they're trying to do, but it's just their current plan is that if they can take 2 kills really early, they can't capitalize, which is a massive problem. Usually, you know, if you do want to do something like that against RMT, you don't try to take those extra duels. You just want to keep it rolling. 5+1 takes a ton of damage. It's only on 25. Holy, what even happened? But you know, it is CS. It is something that you're just gonna have to deal with. Eventually, when you go back to the vault, you realize, when we took those extra bodies, we should just chose a site and went for it and start trading. But yep, Lime is gone.
Lime is gone, and maybe could be more to follow. But the T's aren't going to wallow on it. They're pushing straight through towards the A side in main right now. Do have one lurking towards mid as well, so they might be able to establish a bit of a distraction. Good spot. QC taking a bit of punishment now, goes down. That's the opening they need. Speeding past 2 to 1. Let's see if they can find another around the corner. 5+1 though does stay alive. Primed and prepared. Levine not going to be able to do anything with it. 5+1, just too precise. Does manage to go for the defusal there. So, round going to go to Monash. Plant in favor of RMIT though. So even if they lose the round, they may yet force it up into the next.
Oh, this is a little bit of a dangerous territory for RMIT. They need to win this round, because obviously they are going to be buying the Galeos. They are going to be buying the Max. And, you know, and just start committing, right? If Monash, the game plan is, if they are able to shut RMIT off now, they can push them for all the way until potential 10 to 5. Until RMIT starts getting real guns up and, you know, take some respectable choices. But as of now, Verse is going to put a whole ton of damage onto 5+1. He's left on 4. Once again, here's the player that gets damage first, but we'll see if they are going to be able to give away some kills. Right now, not really seeing too much. But Justin is gone. Locate does spot him into the smoke. Clean is also gone. And it is going to be disastrous for Monash.
Yeah, could be a recipe for disaster here. 5+1 though might make a recipe for success. Lime though doubles up. No opportunity for resurgence here from Monash. I thought maybe, but maybe not. RMIT hit the shot. The force up there pays off for them. And now they're back in the driver's seat. Only 2 rounds between them again. And Monash back to the drawing board. They got little to no economy there. They are going to be forcing up though. They realize, you know what? They tried it. They got success. Why don't we try it as well? Granted, if they are forcing up here, it could be costly in the long run, because They might lose this round, maybe even the next as well, which equals equalization for RMIT. That could be problematic, especially if they manage to get the lead on them as a result.
Alright. And, you know, right now, just like in true CS fashion, right after you lose a round with guns, you have nothing left. And so, while we do have a little bit of a play here, Eco is going to be coming in. True for Monash. They are looking, and oh my god, QCCC makes look a pay. There is going to be an exchange here. But RMIT, they got the guns. They're not too afraid out of this one. Levine is quite low himself, but got to be a little bit careful. Lucas, meanwhile, they are going to be fighting another kill into 5+1. And it's just, everyone from RMIT is unafraid of these duels. Even if you do take him down, they're ready for another one. And they are just looking at Kling right now, who's swinging down. Unfortunately, misses and is going to be traded. You know what? He'll take that. He was not going to live. He knows it. And, you know, the player, I guess, first also knew it. He was just like, I'm going to keep on spraying and praying until something happens. But I'll bet the scoreline is starting to even out.
Yeah, it's starting to even out. Dispel any doubts there. But we'll see if they can manage to hold on here. To jump in to 16 now. Monash and Co. Towing around, looking to see if they can hit the ground running here. Ooh, right. Good spot in mid. No supporter for Justin, so they will be expelled immediately. Clean. Holding around the bend just in case the T's take that advantage and look to rush towards the site. QC trying to hold down the fort on short, but will be obviously forced away from that angle. Down to 20 HP. And the T's are ready to clear space, go straight on to B if they get another kill there. But A seems to be their primary focus right now. They've got another kill on to Clean. All going to be up to 5+1 to hold it down. Once they are going to be found and potentially, yeah, there we go, taken out. That's going to be the site open for business. Bomb plant can go down. It's all going to be left up to Zach Show and the QC here. See if they can find a kill together. Or maybe they just want to hold on to that armor they got and see if they can fight better in the next one. At least they come out of it with a consolation prize now, though. They've got a single kill. Maybe on track for a second. Not today.
Alright. It's just going to be Zach Joe. Slowly walks through it, and Lucas just pops in instantly. It's like, aha, that's where you were. And so, we are tied up. Round number 17. They say, you know, it is never, ever over. You give RMIT an inch, they take a massive mile, and they are just ready to completely play this one. It is the most scariest thing to be playing from behind, and then, you know, winning it out, it puts so much pressure on the opposition. And now Monash, well, if you look at the loadout, it's okay, it's pretty good. However, not a lot can be said about the utilities. How they have to exchange is just to give RMIT all their chances, all their abilities to be coming out. They're going to throw all the utilities as much as they want. Meanwhile, Clean can be looking, but it's going to get cleaned up by Verse instead. And so two players gets just completely gutted. Justin, meanwhile, is going to quickly come up here using that flash with 5+1. They find one kill, which is great, but they need to clear a little bit more. Justin is a little bit just ahead of the rest of this team. Didn't clear out the rest of the corners. Lucas, meanwhile, does spot one more here. It's going to be the trade. And looking at this one, but it is going to be in favor for Monash. It's a 1 or 2 steal. But it's going to be the plan. Zach Joe needs to do a hunt. There's an angle, but angle a little bit too late.
Yeah, too little, too late. Shut the gate on that one, RMIT. Managed to float through there, and we'll be able to take the lead. 8-9 now. Leave Monash by the wayside, looking into potential force uptown, apparently. They're going for pistol armor. The scout's coming out as well. Okay. Not looking to completely hold back this time. They've at least got a little bit to play with, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to really bring them back here. We'll see. I guess what's going to come of this still. Decent beginning, I suppose. But let's see what they can propose heading into it now, because RMIT have already hit the ground running towards this A side. Heavy focus there. They've got one in spawn just in case. The CTs are doing damage right now. They're getting a lot of shots through. Now taking a bit of punishment, but they still haven't lost anyone.
Oh, that is perfect utility. QCCC didn't even get a chance, and out of nowhere, 3 quick kills. does come out from RMIT. They get the plan. Justin. Alright, I mean, he's got a scout, he's got a pistol, he's ready to try to find something. But Zach Joe is gone. Justin, he's gonna find Verse, but Lucas comes from behind and says, hang on a second, you're gonna get a cheeky kill right here. So they are gonna be okay with that. And all of a sudden, it's 2 rounds advantage on the side of RMIT. Monash, right now, if I was them, I probably would have, like, put in my second pause. Like, this would be the time.
Yeah, that could be the time there, but no, they're going to stay in the game. No time to slow down, only time to go, it would seem. And let's see how they go towards B right now. Nice flash, shuts down Zach Joe there, but they do get a little bit of damage through as a result. Still, solid start from the teams, finding those 2 kills. 5+1, may be able to trade it back depending on some timing here. OK already being punished. If they find one more, it will be even better. Will be everything. There you go. 5+1 finds 1. The next found as well. Lime's down with them. So they're up by 1 player now for the CTs. T's looking to press into this B side here. They know their presence. They're aware of it. Single CT has teammates coming through market. So this is going to be the final battleground here. Already done a bit of damage through there. Levine is down. Potentially could be finding a bit more promise from their teammate Lucas, but it's all or nothing for them here. Do they stay? Do they go? They have such low HP in this 1v3. If they can isolate all the angles, fantastic. But that's just going to be the grand challenge for them. Is isolating them at all, for that matter. If they keep things, if they don't. It's a trouble, isn't it?
Really is. And right now, giving respect back to RMIT. 30 seconds left onto the clock. Well, look. 4 health, no AWP for you. That's what Lucas will say. You don't get an AWP because that gun is too much for us to muck around. But nevertheless, you know, you'll take it as Monash. Before I did doubt, I was like, you need to slow this down. You need to really just, you know, give a little bit of a showing and see where RMIT is, and really just, you know, slow everything down, get the pace back. But they said, you know what, we've got this. We're pretty warmed up, and we're ready to take this one back a little bit more. If you look at it, still no sniping or anywhere because they're still a little bit too poor for this one. As Justin is going to quickly find a powder smoke, not going to find the greatest amount of utilities, doesn't really get anything for the show because RMIT, they're taking it nice and slowly. They are ready to play this one, but Verse is going to be cleaned up, and as Kling is also gone as well. It's just the open trade. Lucas, meanwhile, standing up, is going to go for the backup. They are going to get the jungle smoke and the flashes, get those utilities in, and baiting for Monash to come in and disrupt that plan.
Yeah, just hold them tight. Trying to disrupt their plans there, and it seems RMIT have disrupted all plans. They have steamed through that round, taking it onwards to 11 now. Looking to delve into a bit more even. They are just going to stick to their guns for the time being. See what else they can cook up here. CT is in a bit of a pickle themselves. They've bought a bit of armor, maybe some upgraded pistols, should they look to buy it, but otherwise, no, looks like they're forcing. I think it's respectable considering they probably don't want to play for OT here. They want to ensure that they can just go for victory. Considering the low gap between them, definitely a great time for it, but if they lose here, that could result in game, set, and match. So, definitely quite a difficult round ahead of them. Pressure is on.
Alright. There is going to be the play. Monash needs to hold on to everything that they can. This is a very crucial round. Whoa, Zach Joe barely on that descent of the jump. Sees 3 heads for RMIT. He's like, well, nothing I can do here. QCCC gets taken down. And Zach Joe got to try to go for the one, but swings at the wrong side. Very aggressive from Verse. He's going to get traded, and so is Justin. The open B side, but not much more that you can't really say too much. But Kling says, hang on a second. Hold my MP9. He's going to try to do it all 1 against 3. Look, he's actually very low. But Kling finds that target. Quickly exchanges. And for everyone else, it reloads. Okay, can he do it? He knows 1. But not the other one, and so 12-9, says RMIT. What else do you have left, Monash?
Yeah, that's going to be the last stand, isn't it? What else do they have? Big question for them here. I'm very curious to see if they are going to be able to find an answer here, because otherwise it's going to be done and dusted, isn't it? But we'll see what they can cook up now. Trying to get in position for util. It looks like an A-sided take it immediately. Lime, luckily playing that lurk roll in mid, and the CTs have opted for aggression, so in turn, this could be a really good opportunity for both sides, I suppose, because the CTs can collide through mid pretty quickly. Saying that, they already have done so, wiping out RMIT almost entirely there. The heavy focus is paying dividends, leaving it up to Lime to try and pick up the pieces here, but it may not be over and out just yet.
Here we go. Monash, as soon as we call to them, they answer. And it's just going to be Lime. Slowly at ramp, slowly just looking at his chances, looking at what he can get out of it. The problem is he doesn't get access to the site. He doesn't get access to pretty much anything. As soon as he let go of one utility, that's pretty much it. I think QCCC might have just spotted him. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be pretty much it. 12-10. If you look at RMIT, money-wise, they can still afford. They can still buy. Not going to be the greatest utilities, but actually they can. If they get Levine to buy everyone else, it should be just fine. But as of now, they have to try to not give Monash the ability to quickly catch up. Meanwhile, as Monash says, we can definitely do this. Shut one more out, and we pretty much reset them on the eco. So let's see if Monash can do exactly just that.
See if they can make it work here. They're just going to be sticking it out for the moment. Good little mid presence coming out here. CT is doing a good job holding them back early stages, not going to allow them to rush anything. A short player could be in a bit of trouble in a sec though. Big nade stacks coming through there. Not going to allow any damage to trickle through though. Got the safe angle here, 5+1. Might not be able to say the same in a second, but definitely a good job of just waiting out that util for the moment.
A little bit more players coming through from Monash. They are being patient, looking to get anything they can. 5+1. He knows there is someone here at least. He's just going to give a little bit of respect. Doesn't want to get rushed in, especially since the smoke is going to do everything that he wants to do. Lucas, meanwhile, knows that he needs to make a play. That he's going to be the eventual. 5+1 walks into him. And that's a bad time right here. Levine, meanwhile, might just get the better timing. They are going to quickly catch up by burst. They do want to go through and clean. It's going to clean up Lime. Unfortunately, that's all that they can do in this second. As they aggressively explode onto the side, QCCC does take a kill, but it's going to be taken back. Zach Joe, 1-on-3. Bomb right there. The chances of extending this is slowly dimming. They're hunting. Zach Joe gets one. Gotta clean the smoke. Nice little bit of nade. Gets that out. And can we see what's happening right now? There is a little bit of info. Zach Joe knows this. He needs to go for it. He does have a kit, but that is gonna be GG. 13-10. RMIT taking this one.
That's it. Take it away. 13-10. Definitely getting a lot closer though. I really am seeing the reshaping of the identity for RMIT there, but they do pull through in the end, so hard work pays off for them. And really well played by Monash, to be honest, as well. I think that they gave him a good run for their money the whole way through there. Like, only 3 rounds between them in the end. Goes to show just how close it was, but definitely keen to see what else is going to be in store. Got an interview cooking up in the background. Should be on track after this break, though, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Get keen, eh?
Welcome back into the AEL University Elite Series of CS2. My name is Super CK with Matzy, and we now have a special interview coming through, don't we, Matzy?
We sure do. It's an interview with Mr. Negev himself live. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Fantastic, mate. Even better now that we got you here. We got all the questions for you.
Okay, shoot away.
Yeah, so first and foremost, I guess, how is it this week playing without James?
Honestly, it's always tough playing without James. You know, he's usually our IGL. So I think today, you could tell there was a bit of communication problems, but I think overall, I think we did pretty good, and the subs stepped up. We actually had 2 missing today, so I think we did really well considering. So yeah, shout out to the boys that filled in, Lockie and Vers. Yeah, really appreciate it. They did really well, Yeah.
Yeah, run us what you guys were talking about in the beginning. Obviously we're lucky and of course first joining in to a big squad on RMIT. Usually you guys are all on cylinders, all just doing whatever you want. But especially since in the beginning Monash took 4 important rounds, they drew a massive deficit, and then all of a sudden we was like RMIT is like, hang on a second, we got to play a little bit more different now. Like, what was going on with the communications there?
I think it was never a question of if we were going to win. It was more of a question of like, how long it would take us. No, but in all seriousness, no, Monash did play well. It's getting a lot harder to troll these days, or quote unquote troll these days. But yeah, once we like saddle up and actually try, I think for the most part, it's not too difficult to close games out. But no, they did play well. I think a couple of their players were like hitting some nice shots. But yeah, I think overall, the boys pulled through. I think we had a chat said like, okay guys, no more trolling, something like that. I don't know. Someone said something, and we all decided to try. So no more negevs. But yeah, we like to have fun. We'd rather have fun than and lose than win and not have fun. So I think that's our kind of mentality.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good mindset to have there, and I guess, bearing in mind, that James is usually the IGL, who stepped up today to fill those shoes?
I think it was kind of a mixture of me and Lucas, considering we're like, the most seniors on the team. I called a couple strats, Lucas called a couple strats. But yeah, nothing, it's not like, everyone was micromanaging each other. It was more just like, let's go A, let's go B, nothing too crazy. Just so we weren't all like, all over the place. But, yeah, a little bit of direction is always good.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, look, congratulations for winning this one out for this week. And we look forward to more of RMIT's shenanigans and how they have fun while conquering in this Elite Series. Once again, everybody, give it up for Lon from RMIT.
Thank you, Wes.
There you go. Great way to get some insight on one of the players. Once again there, always great to, I guess, have a diverse split of characters, you could say, from each roster. Just get a little insight into their own mindset, as well as what's going on in the team environment there. So, yeah, great to see how they adapted and, get a little bit of insight into that. Because I know that Roffelco definitely a critical piece for RMIT through their previous victories, and they managed to adapt and overcome. But let's take a look at our next match of the evening, and now enough about that one. And we have none other than USID taking on UNSW.
All right, here we go. On the side of USID, you have Puck Rain, Backpack Brian, Starly, Pog, and Mur. I think Backpack Brian. That Brian. Sorry, that was Brian. Backpack Brian. Wow. Can't see, can't read, and that's a new one. And UNSW, we have Ming, Cross, Septic, Huang, and Gibbs. This is a very usual UNSW lineup as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what UCIT has in order to go up against one. If you guys didn't catch week 1 last week, UCIT went up against Monash, and it was a rather bitter pill coming in. But yeah, it's going to be cool to see what their real potential is against UNSW.
Yeah, I'm curious if they are going to be able to tap into that potential as well. I think it's definitely quite the challenge for them, but, nothing that they can't manage to pull through with. But, let's take a look into exactly what they're thinking with the vetoes right now. Hey, look at that. We got none other than Anubis. You know, we saw a bit of Mirage, and now it's Anubis. Well, maybe we could be seeing that you were talking about earlier in the night after all.
Hey, that's still normal of CS2 these days, right? Either you start with or ama, or you end with like, and you start with a So, yeah, I guess we are just gonna get ready for this one. I feel like it's going to be quite interesting to see where else we do go with this one. Usually, SW activate Vertigo, but since it's being packed away and they say Anubis is going to be the one we do play, I can respect that. Obviously, you don't want to have just one premium map where you can dominate and then in another that you don't do as well. So let's take this second game of the night straight out there. This is going to be the knife. You see it. Last time we saw them on Anubis, it wasn't the most best execution coming in, but then again, they did have to go up against RMIT in the full force. And SW should just be around the same kind of skill phase. So I'm very interested to see on the same map what UCIT can do.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to pull out of their cabinet of curiosities there. See how they can perform on this one. I'm really hoping that we have a really competitive match like we saw in the first one tonight. I feel like we're going to have a trend of competitive matches here tonight, but you never know. Anything's possible. Speaking of possibilities, though, we are going to dive straight in to round number 1 right now. Let's see how they perform as they look to take a bit of mid control. UNSW, they've already managed to take a little bit of damage onto Backpack Brain there, forcing them back. Might have to get zipped up for a second. Maybe unzip their way onto a site. Amur stirs things up. Kraz is down, but they've got a lot of territory already. They're losing players left, right, and center, though, but doesn't matter. The bomb's down, so that's objective 1. Winning the round, going to be secondary here. Men now locked in. Trades coming out one after the other, though. One versus 3 now. Might be able to do something, but they're being distracted by the CTs in front of them. They're not able to deal with the CT on the bomb right now. Oh my gosh. Surely not. Oh! The timing weighs against them. Get all the kills, but the round is not theirs.
Oh, it feels like they left it to old man Huang once again. And the reason I call him old man is because they always rely on him. He's the old reliable UNSW. Whenever you count UNSW out, Huang just goes, hang on a second, I'm still playing here. Let me get my king and a pistol in the hand, and he just goes ham. But unfortunately, as much as objective that they wanted to complete, it just wasn't in their time and favor. And I can't really put it past them. Meanwhile, is going to get taken out by Park Brain with that MP9. Backpack Brain and, I guess, Sturban is gone. So, all of a sudden, this is going to be that little bit of a finesse play coming in. And Gibbs finds Mur, which means Septic is going to quickly push in. They get to the B side, and he gets a perfect lineup on that mag. Just sprays it straight in. Park Brain, final player, needs to go 1-on-4. Not much he can do. Maybe going for like a 1-or-2 play for exit. It's going to be rough. He wants to poke his head in, at least find something for the show. But we'll see as he slowly creeps in, sees nothing, trying to clear the corners. Park Brain is going to get run down by Huang. And there it is, UNSW, making it even.
Making it even, Stevens. 1 for 1 there. Definitely ready to rise up to the challenge and ready to see if they can pull in a little bit more into the occasion. CT is looking to force themselves, though, delving into their economy a bit here. They've got force pistols, armor, you name it, they've got it. A bit of util as well, the support. Why not? The T's having the advantage with the AKs and the MP9, though. But big CT stack on mid right now might actually overwhelm Juan here if they catch them. Maybe not, though. Juan actually goes unchecked, and they already start to dispel some of that offensive power the CTs are trying to pick up. They may cause problems on this site, though, holding them down. They do find a couple of kills at least. Not all of them, however. So they are going to be able to calm the storm here. Leaving it all up to Mur. 1 versus 3 now, but I don't think they're going to be fighting Mur, because Mur's picked up an AK. That's a very hefty return on investment coming into this round. Forcing up with armor, pistols there. If they get caught, though, this could be problematic. I think they spotted Gibbs' foot. Yep, there we go. Another kill into their arsenal. So they're going to be happy to get a bit more money off that one. I don't think anyone else is going to be game enough to go face-to-face, though. So I think the round's going to be cleared up now. A victory for UNSW, but in its own way, a victory for UCID as well, with that AK and a couple of kills secured there. Not too shabby.
Yeah, you will absolutely take it. You will absolutely take it as you see it. You know, you didn't really go in with everything. You take 3 kills and an AK. We call that. We call that as a complete win. You see me whilst it's still going to be that undivided attention where if you have a look at what they can buy, it's not going to be too much. They are going to force it up, arc rank, and for A1S, there's going to be the 3 pistols, 3 armors, utilities, very, very light into this. UNSW, obviously, it's going to just fire all the things up. They are going to, however, give a tiny bit of respect into this, not knowing that there's going to be a heavy presence into playing for that A side. So it could be really ugly, as Ming is going to get checked, rushes out with Mur and Park Rank, giving most of their life for it. And as they do keep on rolling, it's a good little bit of a check. UNSW has been just rushing this one completely, thinking, all right, we have the advantage, we have the economy, let's just go for it. And UC goes, all right, we do the same thing, except we're going to sort of fake them out and get this early advantage through. Meanwhile, Sturban trying to jiggle out to find something. He does find Gibbs, which is a lot of info already. So they are going to smoke connector off and just slowly walk through to maybe challenge the B side, although I can't fully agree.
Yeah, we'll see if they can manage to find agreement on how they approach the rest of this round in a second. One shot there. For more as well. Gibbs and Co managed to flow in, knocking them down one after the other. They just can't respond in time here. So they are going to be good for it in the end there. 2 players remain now, Mur and Park Rain, and probably just going to have to save at this point, to be honest. Keep the AK and Galil into the next round, maintain their economy as much as they possibly can here. So UNSW going to be able to get away with another one. 1-3 on the scoreboard after this. Feeling a bit of peace, at least for a moment. Next round, though, would be Calamity, as they should be able to clash. Both teams' economies should be pretty solid, so I think UCID definitely going to be able to establish some capabilities here. But if they get caught in the second on the upper side of things, this could be problematic. They're pushing into it. They found Mur, and Park Rain at least drains it out. Tries to pick up the AK, but they don't get it. They're stuck on the Galil. That's unfortunate, but they still have enough money to buy things up at the end of the day. Mur gets the Galil off one of their teammates, so everything's A-okay, I suppose, but still. The AK would have been a bit sweeter for them. Forced to dive a bit deeper here, hey, Richard?
Yeah, you will take an AK over Galil any day. Any single day. It's just, when the distance is working against you and everything knows their Park Rain, meanwhile, is going to have to eat it with an 8-1 There's going to be utilities. UNSW, they're no strangers to this. They are just going to completely clean up Park Rain and Sturban. Gibbs is going to be traded, however, but the 8-1 is gone. That is an expensive purchase. UCID was looking to get that weapon out there just to completely, win that one out, have the angles. Meanwhile, Huang does push Hog back. And more, they're going to have to try to find something because this A side is completely taken on the side of UNSW. They haven't really made a play for it. And this is something UNSW plays so well, is that they get the early aggression, they cut them off, and then they think about what they want to do. Murmy was bravely checks Huang, retaking this side. And all of a sudden, they're going to find Cross onto the side there. It was a play for the cross map, but unfortunately, that's going to be the end of that plan where Huang fell, and UCID immediately rotate back in. You can see Mur is just pausing just in case that he doesn't make it onto the side. But yeah, he's going to be going straight back to B, backpack rank. I mean, the brain is just going to be flashed out. He couldn't see anything, and he wanted it, and it's going to be Mur. He has no choice. Take an AK and just run with it. Or maybe even recover the 8-1.
Yeah, possibly could be on the horizon for them, but just going to stick things out with that AK for the time being here. See if they can creep back. Take it slow and steady. No one else really going to be revealed in this round. Just going to stick it out with that AK. Live to fight another day here, but at the end of the day, UNSW now building up a lot of momentum off these rounds that they've managed to string together. So really getting a lot of potential for themselves here. You said in a bit of a struggle themselves. Like, I mean, they can buy a thing or two here, I suppose. You can see Sturban already thinking about the MP9, maybe the others opting in for some upgraded pistols and armor there, but yeah, not too much really being committed outside of that AK. So fair enough. I think that, you know, they can afford to wait things out a little longer. Dive into the economy in the next round when it's more full and see they might be able to pull something through in the end there. But big stack up on the other side of things this time. The T's have found potentially Canals can look to wrap things through the B site there. They've already got an opening kill. 3 players ready to spill in through the main side of B.
This is the play. Pog try to get a little bit sweet. Does find the headshots onto the septic. He's quite low. Does pick up an AK, but that's not long in his hands. And instantly, this is going to be the play. This is the take. They have to get something, but they have already found Park Ring. But Park Ring and Mur, they enter 1 each. This is an awkward fight for UNSW as they lose players that they shouldn't have. And now, Huang, he's going to be the difference maker. And Huang, I did say, hold my cane as Huang is here, right? He's just got everything. He knows exactly how to play this one. And it's a really hard one, right? You see, yeah, they force it up again. And there's just so much that they try to do, but you take out everyone. And you forget. The most important one is Mr. Huang. If you don't get him down, the man is just going to go nuts.
Yeah, absolutely go nuts for their team. A bit like a berserker there in that respect. Can certainly be problematic, especially in the rush in the A site right now. Only 1 player on there. This could actually be quite dangerous. A quick plant could be in order, but the CTs are wrapping pretty hastily as well. 3 around the corner. This is actually such an opportunity. Speaking of opportunities, though, the T's are taking them, taking each other down as well, burning themselves alive, but they don't care. They're thriving. Taking all the kills they need here. The blood has been spilt, and the bomb plant could be hoisted through as well. So, a bit of trouble for our CT counterparts now. They push in, but they've lost the AWP. They've still got backpack brain to keep theirs. They could go for it here, but there's not enough time, so they're forced to just get the heck out of there. Keep that AWP, live to fight another day, but UNSW, they always seem to find a way through in the end.
Yeah, seeing that double AWP coming out from UCIT was a hefty investment. Losing 1, I guess, is okay. And they call UNSW by surprise as well. But the thing is, if you lose both, that's going to be disastrous. Good thing that they're able to skedaddle out of there. But the thing is, the round difference is starting to come through. It is 6-1 before anything else. They need some immediate rounds back. If you look at the economy, they are able to purchase, to force up a little bit more. Squeeze everything they can. So MP9s are going to be in tow. And where meanwhile sitting back onto the pistol. It's not the most ideal situation to be in, especially when it comes down to a very aggressive and active UNSW. Everyone is ready. Everyone is just saying, all right, well, let's find some things. Let's find something to do. Park Ring gone again. And so the AWP is going to be transferred over to Mur. But the thing is, it still doesn't solve the problem. UNSW, they are aware of these corners, they're aware of the timing and when to get aggressive. They find the good picks and then they take those fights. You see it currently haven't worked out exactly how to deal with them.
Yeah, haven't found a way through yet. There's still time though. Pog holding the corner and connector. Septic pushing straight into them. Has Gibbs on support, doesn't need him. Speeding through now onto the site. They say goodnight to Sturban, not even able to react there. And so they will be able to smash into the site. 2 CTs remain again. Amur and Backpack Brain are ready to run it back to the round before. See if they can reminisce on rounds past. But still, UNSW, just ferocious.
Well, right now, we need to see what's going on. You see, they have an AK, they have an AWP that they need to take back into the next round. They're hearing some info. And UNSW is being very active in trying to find something, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Meanwhile, if Gibbs does find something, it's going to be traded either way. Although, Cross... Whoa. Cross runs through and it's like, oh, hang on a second, you guys were here? I didn't even think about it. So Park Ray's going to get that AWP back. It's going to be the right amount of hands, but once again, we go back to that fine point. We go to that earlier thing. So the rounds is starting to stretch. 6, as a matter of fact. And UC needs to make a dent into the walls of UNSW. They need to immediately take something back, or even think about how to play this one. Looks like aggression might be the key here. They're looking. Huang gets tagged up to 38. Sees this one. Chucks the molly. Park Ring is burning. Trying to escape with the AWP. And the damage is coming in from both sides. But it's going to be in favor of UNSW. Park Ring! Oh no! Even as the gun barrel was staring at Cross, Cross just says, I don't care, I'm charging in, I want this one, and they have the sight.
Have the sight ready to fight, and again, down to Mur and Backpack Brain to feel like they just keep reuniting in these late stages of the round. Be able to come away with a kill here at least. No, the timing going to be great for Cross there. Pushing mid as well. Backpack Brain can hear them. Ooh, they didn't see the shadow though. Might actually be caught here. Unless, oh, there we go. Press down. Have awareness of the position now. Can pincer on through. Maybe not. Peek alone. Zoned out there. Player around the corner though. Looking to just push straight into it. Their economy can afford it. And they yield results. Say goodbye to Backpack Brain. Say hello to round 8 in your favor. You said at least they got a bit of money. They can buy into this next one. But it's high time that they get some rounds themselves. Otherwise, we could see a very dangerous second half before us, because it's already a 1-8 scoreline. The pressure is on USID to deliver results here, and UNSW, they're sitting pretty, they're comfortable. They've already won the half. By how many rounds is going to be dictated by whether USID can come back here off this timeout, because it's heavy pressure on them, as I said, and they just haven't been able to find a way through.
This is a little bit of a problem. They are calling the attack, and they desperately need something through. Like, it's the problem. Continuously repeating round after round without being checked. Yes, they got utilities, they've got the armor, they've got some helm. No, they've saved AWP for 3 rounds in a row and still haven't produced the results that they were looking for. The investment definitely too heavy. So there's not going to be any left onto this one. MP9, M4A1S, M4A1s trying to find something through. They try to go aggressive. They were met with a wall of Molotovs. They try to get defensive. They got wallbanged, and it's just UNSW reigning supreme. The timing, the corners, it's just all in favor of UNSW. You see it. If they need to do something, this is a round. They need to take, the next 3. If we can even get 3 out of 3, that's amazing. If we get 2 out of 3, that's still doable. If we get 1 or none out of 3, this could be a complete shutout. But you see, as they 3 players, just being completely rushed down here, it's really rough. Meanwhile, Sturban and Pog, they have to fight the world right now, and it's just not a good time.
Not a good time at all there. We'll see if they are going to be able to prime themselves up to do something here. And it's just not meant to be for UNSW. Push their way through again. Spend all efforts. And yield the result. A 9th round now. 2 more opportunities for USID. Best case scenario, 3-9 at the half. Worst case scenario, 1-11 at the half. That's got to be feeling quite heavy. That's for sure, but they are going to dive in right now, see if they can dedicate themselves to the cause here. They've forced up whatever they can at this point, looking to just go all in on it. It's make or break here. Let's see if they can rise up.
Oh, that is rough. Pog was already in position, but it's just not going to be in his way. 2 players go down really quickly. Things are starting to go worse and worse. Park Rain also gone. Murray and Backpack Rain. And it's just Backpack Rain. Just here by himself. Lone man, no helm, no more utilities, nothing he can do. 5-on-1 with a bomb planted against him. He's just saying, well, it was a good run. Like, we really did try to do something different, but it's just a little bit too late, a little bit without result. And so, as we had UCIT getting the early round, it was all 10 in a row for the side of UNSW. Everyone's alive. Everyone is ready for action. We're at the final round before we switch, and things are looking from rough to worse.
Yeah, from bad to worse there, you could say, but we'll see how it goes once the day runs its course here. Just hold back for a moment. Good nade straight through the site there. A will be the battleground of choice now. B's pushing straight in. Backpack Brain is gone. Amur holding back as well on site. Does nade back. Good response. Min's down. Trade out. Maybe a few more of this pre-spray as well. Septic just keen to pull the trigger there. See if they can manage to rig up a kill or two. One. Steady around the corner as well as CTs try and flash in. They get spotted. Juan. Devastation again. Finding every which player around the pen there. The XM comes out. When in doubt, bring the XM out. And they get the kill there. Maybe another one, but not meant to be. Sturban goes. And the scoreline at the half is 1-11.
Well,
Whew.
that is yep. That is what we say, the Huang game. I mean, yes, we saw Septic also put away 14, but you're not as cool as Huang just yet when it comes down to this. But please don't quote me on this. You're a great player, Septic. But yes, right now I feel like he's the man that's actually set up a lot of things. Septic and Gibbs, they always do the right thing when it comes down to getting the aggression. They've been able to put away Pog and Sturban this whole time. However, it's the switch. They need to get the pistol immediately, otherwise it's gonna be, well, I guess the map point without a gun. Crosby whilst rushes in, gets tapped out by Backpack Brain, and yeah. Let's see what's gonna be the full option as 4 players from UC quickly backtracks and they go straight to B, baby.
Yeah, go straight through. See what they can pull together. 5 versus 4 situation. Doable, not impossible, but we'll see what UNSW can come up with here. They're taking it very slowly, and they don't have a kit, so they really do need to really hasten things up. Otherwise, round could slip away here. Getting into it now, though. Want to go for some shots, Sturban. Good to catch one. Traded back, double or nothing here, and they pull through out of the rubble. One still alive, still kicking, not for long. Backpack Brain goes insane and takes out the round. UCID, a moment's grace. They take attack timeout just to soak it in and see what their plan of attack is for the rest of the half now.
Whew. We say no to the possibility of being a complete 13-1. And so you see definitely wiping off a little bit of a sweat from their brows there and saying, all right, where do we go from here? What's the plan of attack? And so you see AKs and Galils completely popping out, waiting for Park Rain, probably the Mac and the utilities. Park Rain. Nope. Armor, Helm. Okay, so, all right. Looks like they're preparing for the long game. No. He's going to get the purchase right. And we are good. 5 men ready to go. No mistakes to be committed. They cannot be dropping guns. If they give anything away to UNSW, is going to be too costly. And because the round difference is too large, the economy game hasn't been out there. UNSW, they know this. So they're just going to rush out from that mid. All 3 is going to die. And 4 of them, in fact, it's just going to be cross. This is the mental game UNSW likes to play. They like to check you, especially in the beginning, to see if you know what's going to happen or not, if you have been favored into that little bit of a setting. And yeah, UCID was prepared.
Yeah, prepared for trouble and ready to make it double there. Curious to see what else they're going to be able to pull together. As you said, definitely looking solid at this point. Bombs going down. They've got almost all kills. I think Kraz at that point probably just giving their team a bit of time for discussion. They were hidden away for so long. Will be revealed now, though. They get the kill. Look to fall back. They've got an AK. Might not be aware of this position. Oh, now they are, though. Trying to spill through bullets. Spark Rain takes them out with the 5-7 in the end there. That was looking a bit higgledy-piggledy. They pulled together. Push on for a third round now. UNSW economy not so great, but hey, at least they got enough to buy up armor, maybe some pistols. So still opportunity there. No matter how many times they have to eco, though, they've got plentiful amounts of flexibility right now. They can afford to lose a round or two.
Alright, so this is the point where UC needs to capitalize and really just close out rounds really quickly. You know, get a little bit of momentum going, you know, not really giving anything away, as the rest of UNSW hasn't really started getting anything together just yet. You know, like, this is where you can rack up 3, 4, 5 as quick as you can, so you start driving UNSW into that uncomfortability. Frost, meanwhile, does pack away one at least with his troubles. There is 3 still on the side of UNSW. One has an MP9, can just go for the rush. Gibbs, meanwhile, just going to be sneaky. Looking at this one, he spots them all. He spots all of them, and he goes, "No, thank you. I'm not going to be able to play around with that one." And you can see the rest of UNSW. They are going to try to provide that little bit of a play. And Gibbs them in. This is the crossfire. They were trying to set this one up, but they were only good for the one. You know, up to Septic. I mean, at this stage, he gets an AK, and that's pretty much it. Can play for that exit, although they are already ready for this one. A little bit of an empty. He's gonna grab that molly, quickly throw it, try to find the exit. But that nade should be it. That should be everything that he bargained for, although he says, "Nope, I don't care. We can buy next round. I'm just going to give my life here to deny a gun at the least." He's trying to be sneaky about it. He's spraying. He's adjusting, but it's not enough.
Not enough, and it will be UCID taking away another round in their favor. They are on track to the road of recovery on the Rainbow Road right now. But as we say that, UNSW about to explode into this round. They got M4s aplenty. They've got util in droves. They are ready right now to spread their reach. See if they can preach success. But early days yet. Holding steady, Crust. Early nade there. Trying to go for a shot. Good amount of damage on the Park Rain. Could actually find an angle out of this one. Avoids the flash. Ready to smash past. There it is. The aggression pays dividends there. They can fall off nice and comfortably. Their teammates are trying to press up to the site as well. CFB is going to be the place to be. Not quite yet. They've already lost 2 players here, Emperor. This is a dangerous situation for UCID right now. They really need to regroup and try and take this together.
Yeah, that's definitely not a trade that you wanted to have right here. Sturban meanwhile wisely backs off, and Backpack Rain. I mean, they're gonna have to retake this mid somehow, try to find it. But the one problem is that who's looking after mid is it's Mr. Huang himself, and so there's gonna be a little poke from Merc. He's gonna try to find a little distraction against Cross. You can see both of them quickly just looking onto the entry, but at the same time, you know, Sturban, you're gonna try to make a little bit of play. I mean, it's cute, it's good, but Mura's gone, and all of a sudden you're 5-on-2 utility-wise stacked against you, and it's not in a position where you can just save. This is a round where you have to try to make a miracle happen. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, bomb needs to go down, you need to threaten for the win. It's not a position where you can just say, yep, no, we can say, we can just save the AKs. This is the, I need to do everything. Septic is gone, Gibbs being was, his team, the rest is here, he's looking for the one, the bomb is down, and never mind! Gibbs, he is here, and I know we haven't done this in a while, but we gotta look back to NCIS, you know, and that's what he did.
That's it. Pulling into those wonderful moments, and curious to see if there could be another beautiful moment around the corner. UCID's economy not in a great position at all. Like 3 players able to buy, the rest just stuck on pistols for now. They really need to steal some guns back, but saying that, the opportunity's already taken away from them. They've lost 2 players, able to trade one back for sure. Now they're trying to see if they can get some more through Connector. It's not working out though. Down to the 4 versus 2, just like that. 2 players remain down to 1 and none. So just like that, before our very eyes, UNSW take it away 13-4. What a result, Richard. I can't believe how convincing they managed to play there.
Yeah, I think This was a very controlled environment on the side of Yun and SW. We've always known them to be really good players. Septic, Cross, Huang, uh, and it's just I don't know. It feels like with the addition of Gibbs, with the addition of uh, and Ming, it's just there's too much for UC to like quickly get the synergy up together. From the beginning, they won one, and then right after, there was nothing left for them in the tank. It was like they've exhausted everything. They were running on fumes. They got given like maybe $2 worth of petrol, and then they were stuck out in the desert.
Yeah, stuck with no way to get out. We'll see if there's going to be a way out for them into their future matches of the season. But while we get things set up for an interview, we are going to head to a short break. So stay tuned. We'll be back with some words soon.
Welcome back to the AEL University Elite Series of CS2! Hello, my name is MCK with Matsy, and just from an explosive game on that one, I believe we do have ourselves an interview.
You could be right, we do. Welcome in. Min, how you feeling after your series?
Feeling pretty good. That was a nice win.
Oh yeah, it sure was, wasn't it? And I guess, how are you guys feeling coming into that second half? Because I thought maybe they might have a chance, but then it just seemed like you guys were like, lock in once again and then just stab them out.
I think once the pedal was pushed all the way down, we just kept going. Keep the momentum. I was,
Yeah.
I mean, Hoon was going crazy and everyone just started running it down. So I was trying to keep up, to be honest.
Hey, it was sort of like this. We were just looking at our screen at the beginning from round one, and we're just like, oh, this could be one of those games where the SW is just gonna give a little bit of a leeway to have a look at what the opponents, and then insert Huang. It was just like, all right, man, I'm gonna pop up, I'm gonna do it every round, and then it was a runaway show. Like, what were you describe to us how you guys were feeling throughout, from the round progressions?
I mean, we were sort of just like sussing out the pace of the game, and then once we set the pace, I mean, Hoon was just saying, send me in mid, and the whole team was like, all right, go mid then. And, he just exploded through, and then we just followed him and found the opening kills.
No, that's great that you're able to, I guess, play so flexibly as a team. And I guess, who would you say is the in-game leader for your team? And, like, what's their strategy like?
It's Crass. Crass is our caller.
Yeah.
Usually he just sets the game like as per any other team, and then we sort of just play flexibly as we respond to how they play, and we change the pace on depending on what we receive.
And just a little bit on the inside, we've always noticed, SW has really good map picks, pivoting towards the biggest advantage. From the past, we've seen Dust 2, and then to the graduations, to the next tier, we have Vertigo. And now, do you feel like Anubis is slowly taking that phase as well, where it is your most strongest strategical kind of a map?
We've been picking Anubis for the last 2 games, so I think maybe Anubis might be a strong map for us, but who knows? Maybe we might prepare for another map. I'm not too sure yet, but so far it's just been Anubis, and it's been pretty strong so far.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Anubis taking control there. Maybe we'll get phased out of the pool sooner or later. Nah, I'm just speaking my own hopes and dreams there. But nah, I do got to say thanks so much for joining us for the interview there, Min. I'm very excited to see what your team's going to be able to do through the rest of the season. I think it's pretty close competition, especially towards the top. Like, I've seen RMIT look a little bit more shaky this time around, so I think there's room for another top team yet. It could be you. But we'll see. We'll see. Congrats on the win anyway. I'm keen to see what you guys do in the rest of the season.
Cheers. Thank you.
And that was Ming from UnionSW. What a friggin' guy. When it comes down to it, UnionSW filled with absolute talents. And I have to say, out of all the teams that we've seen coming into the AEL University Elite Series, of how they explode into the scene, and then how they leave behind a legacy for the future players and the people to take on the mantle. UnionSW has been one of the more successful teams out there, where they can transfer all that team synergy, the vibrancy, and how to have just maximum amount of strategical fun. And they take it with a very good chill approach, and I love that coming out from them. So much love to UnionSW, and to see what else they can do into the future. And of course, for UCID, a little bit of bad luck this round, but never say never, especially from UCID. I know 100% in the beginning, it takes a few shaky wakes before you actually wake up to the whole thing and say, all right, we are here to play. And all of these experiences have now brought us towards our full potential, and then we can start challenging again. And we saw this in the Elite Series 1, when we had 6 teams and stuff. But yeah, let's move on to the next and the final match of tonight. We do have UOM against Adelaide University.
That's right. UOM going to be represented by Al-Qaeda, Luke, 1Gs, Jun, Wah, and 952. Adelaide going to be repped by Spec, Doom, Shug, Crash, and HZ Die. We've seen them before, we see them again, and I really can't wait to see what both these teams are going to be able to show us tonight, because we've had some pretty strong matches so far. Like that first one really close, a lot more decisive in that second one. Very keen to see, I guess, what this next phase is going to look like. But you know, I'm keen to see what the maps are going to look like too. Ooh. There we go.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Maps.
It is mad.
It's ancient. It is bad.
Yeah, that's it. So, starting off with UAM banning away Vertigo, followed by Adelaide on Inferno, Anubis, Nuke, Dust 2, and Mirage. So, we're going to finish this one off with Ancient. I don't mind it, as Ancient is more, I guess, calm and more approachable of a map now. If you wanted explosive action, Anubis was the one. If you wanted chilled and eventual Doom, then, yep, we're going to go straight to Ancient.
Sure are. We go straight into it once both teams are ready there. Oh, they're ready now. Even better. So, UOMCT, Adelaide University on T side. Getting ready to close out Ma into the knife round right now. Very curious to see who's going to end up on what side here, because it definitely can dictate the pacing of the matchup on a wonderful map like Ancient here. But here we go, we're going stabby all the way through there. UOM finding point, and they will take control. So, there we have it. Decent start.
I think Adelaide University was one of the more surprising contenders coming through, because we've seen Adelaide University play, but it hasn't really been the most stellar when it comes down to having a legacy left behind. And it's always been like, all right, another season, another year, we're going to have people graduate, but they didn't really leave behind something like a working formula for us to go through. But right now, it looks like that blueprint is slowly being paved out by the current Adelaide University. And gotta say, last week, Shug, Pastai, Crash did an amazing job with Doom and Spec. They actually did quite well. So now looking to see if they can exact the same kind of formula into this one, as they are going to be opted to start on the T side by UOM. They are slowly, aggressively taking this one now as they get June. Straight down, A is now open for business. There is going to be one just here looking, but look, one Jesus is going to be traded down along with the rest of his team. Up to 952, do it all with the Berettas. Trying to dink something into the smoke. He's going to find one, find two. And eventually, he's just going to go through. He might be able to find the third one, but I'm not sure about the cross. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. There is the fake tap. He might just get picked apart right now. As behind, 952 realizes that there's still one more player onto that side. Realizing exactly where it's supposed to be, but he's just too low. But make that another headshot. This man has 3 next to his name. But time is a thing. And Adelaide University, they are going to win this one.
Sure are. Going to win it through there. Take control of the first and look to burst onto the scene with confidence here. Very curious to see how far that confidence will draw, though. But taking the first round on the T side, certainly going to be a positive start for them. Looks like UOM are actually opting into picking up a thing or two as well. Got some upgraded pistols there, but ultimately not overly committing towards too much here. Just going to wait it out and see if they can get a bit more into round 3. If they get kills here, though, that's a bonus. And there could be one opportunity at least in Doom holding outside the double doors there. The CTs push out together and find them. That could be problematic, but Doom's position's pretty safe as well. Like, they're just baiting util right now, trying to make the CTs think they're going there, when really, actually running it back to the other side of the map.
And Doom is going to be taken out rather by Four. Coming to this one, although it's not the greatest showing of defense from UOM, it's just they are giving that kind of an economic disparity, as they are going to be cleaning up a kill, but Spec is gone. Has died. He wasted all his bullets. He couldn't do anything else, so he had to go for the reload. So guns are going to be given over to UAM. They are going to be taking this one, as Luke 1G is going to come into the path, try to find something, but Crash is already there. Shot. And, well, let's just say they are going to pick up the remainder of the kills and say, thank goodness we got that one done and dusted. Imagine if the rest of UAM played just a little bit more slower. I don't think we were getting out with all of our guns intact.
Yeah, I don't think they would have gotten out with all those guns intact either. It could have been quite a bit more problematic. But speaking of, we are into the buy round for UOM now. So they're going to be prepared for battle here. Ready to rattle things up. See how they flow through. Early mid presence going to be taken though. They got eyes on elbow right now. No T's pushing them. The closest is Spec. The rest just holding double doors. I like this patient approach from them. Just really exercising their judgment here. Seeing if anyone's holding. They do get caught in mid though. Luke really solid to find Spec there. So unfortunately peeking around the smoke not going to work out for them. Good early advantage, and the CTs, they aren't overly committing off that. You know, they're falling back now because they have the advantage. They can just wait for the T's to press into them on timing.
And right now, this is something that Adelaide University is going to have to work out. It's like, you know, if you're going to be getting really aggressive at B, then at least Shark's going to have to find a check somewhere because he doesn't have control in the mid. By the time he gets all the way to B, the rest of his team has already opted to start this one as Crash has been identified here. He does see the one. Now it's information given to UOM. They're going to take it slowly, but as soon as more noise is going to be made, UOM is going to start taking control of the mid and maybe just completely chucking Shog off. But it could just be finding Hardstyle and Doom. Depending on the rotation, I don't like how there's only 30 seconds left. They haven't really exploded onto the side. They're working with almost no info. They don't know where the rest of UOM is, and Doom might be in a place to be contending to this, but the timing is starting to dwindle now, and they are going through, and that's rough. That is rough from Adelaide University. They need to get that down, but it's just too little too late. I don't know what they were thinking about the timing.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking either, unfortunately. Not going to be finding the right timing there, but UOM, right place, right time, primed up and take their first. Can burst in to try and find a bit more out of it as well. And Adelaide, ecoed out now, so really good opportunity for UOM here to put themselves back on the map, get themselves back on the board and see if they can manage to hoard their way towards some wealth here. But the T's, they exercise no stealth. They're just going to go straight on to this A side here, and there's no one really holding them off, so that's a free plant for them. Massive advantage gained off the momentum they used getting on the side.
It's a little bit of a rough one, Adelaide University, as they quickly just get this done. I'm not sure if this is what UOM had in mind when it comes down to the full defense, as they did try to play it, but you know what, never say never, as they are going to start barreling down. Al-Qaeda is going to be the one to lead this one. They have to clear out Crash and Shrug. And they are trying, they are getting the digs here and there, but it's just not enough damage as all of them are starting to fall, and it's just going to be Shug. And I guess Shug, he has shown himself trying to take one, trying to be annoying, but 952 and Al-Qaeda just says, shoot fly. It's very close. It's going to be 2-all.
Yeah, going to be 2-all, rise or fall. We'll see. Nothing play out into round of 5 now, though, because Adelaide will be back on a buy round of their own here. Prepared to see and manage. Find another abundant way forward here. Definitely be some problems around, that's for certain. But they are stacked up outside the double doors for now. CTs have naded it up, stacking out that util there, just trying to dispose of any early rushes, but Adelaide, that's not their plan this time. They're waiting them out. Good to see the CTs expunge their utility pretty hastily. They've still got enough available to stop them, though. We'll see how they go as the T's start to approach.
Here we go, as they are going to quickly try to do something different. They're going to quickly find Al-Qaeda, another kill onto 952. That is pretty good. It's a really good entry where they call UOM slacking off. 2 players completely down, and UOM now, right, make a decision. Yeah, they're going to try to play for the exit. They need to make sure to rotate one more and also keep the rest of Adelaide University to be interested and eventually make enough for Luke 1Gs. As Luke 1Gs is going to start checking into this one, Doom is going to be the one to be checked. However, needs to be very careful. First kill is going to be coming through, but that is going to be pretty much it as far with the MP9 103 needs to do it all. Not enough of a spray power against the AK, and yeah, That is what Adelaide University was looking for. That is the much better timing, the much better revised vision of what they had in the beginning, where time was just completely being counted out and they had no more entry left. So yeah.
Yeah. No entries left there, so going to be forced into an uncomfortable situation, but at least UOM, plenty more money available, can still look to calm the storm here. Good early util though, doing a slither of damage on a couple of CTs there, and maybe a couple more. 952 taking a bit of damage, so some good early jabs coming out, but you never know. Let's see how it goes down now though. The T's, they're holding steady outside A main for now, not ready to bite the bullet just yet and start rushing. Doom could have a good timing themselves though. Creeping around these corners, Jun might stab them in the back. There we go. Great start there. CTs are actually wrapping pretty early based off that information, which could spell trouble for their site defense here, but should be able to wrap back just as quick. Util's following through, ready to go.
Okay, ready to go, yeah, ready to explode, get some of this stuff going on, but Crash is gone, they're slowly checking this one out. Luke 1G is trying to back his team, but Hua Ken Long escaped death. And so, Aster is going to beat the final play to A. Jun, meanwhile, dodges that flash, trying to get it, but they know he's here. They are going to try to get a lot, but not enough. Has died unchecked right here. They're trying to re-pick up the bomb once again. Completely done. Shot by himself. 1 on 3. Completely being put down by that AWP from 952. The devastation is coming through, but it is a very, very close match. It is the first one that we've had all night. In the beginning, where RMIT against Monash, there was 4 rounds difference. And then there was one against UCIT against UNSW. The difference was just astronomical. But now finally, we're going to round number 7. 3 apiece. Ready to play.
Ready to play, ready to be. Let's see. We are going to be ready for another round here. 952 holding ramp. Oh, that's a great spot there. Top of the head. Ready for a haircut. Al-Qaed, the one to deliver. Doom goes down. Maybe more T's to follow. Al-Qaed just sliding through at the moment, gliding into the kills there. And the T's very separated right now, so open opportunity for the CTs to just entirely wipe them out, to be honest, especially considering their eco. I like Shug's patience, though. It paid off because the CTs got a bit aggressive, considering they were finding a lot of kills, and it does actually net them a kill here. So, Shug, good on this A site for now. You see Die looking to push up as well. Shug's found another kill. So, this is actually getting a little better. Jun pretty low HP. Might go down with them if they find that chance. Not quite. Find it a sec. There we go. Shug. Good for 3 kills. Single-handedly with that deagle there. Absolutely insane work put into the round. Oh, but no. They found another one. This is actually looking like an achievable round. There's no way he gets away with this right now. You put the fire down with a flash there. Go for a plant as well. This is ludicrous. Opting in for the reload. There's no way he gets away with this right now. Surely not. Creeping into the shot. He's got 20 seconds here. Well, they're not peeking yet. Ooh, the timing. They're pushing into it. Oh my gosh. 5 HP in a drain. They've got 8 bullets. Flash over the top. They're sending it. Missed the timing though. They just have to run. No! Oh my gosh! Shug gets away with it. Gets the orb. The eco round pays dividends. Adelaide. From beyond the ashes, they pull their way back. What an insane clutch from Shug.
Oh my god. I mean, that should just be the biggest clip of this season. Like, when you've seen them all, you have not seen Shug. The man holds steady, and he's always been reliable when it comes down to just getting the right amount of force. And so, an expensive round for UOM, the one that they should have won a whole bunch of times. Now, confidence being shook, economy definitely faltering. They have to prepare for Adelaide University to eventually push into them. Like, it's a rough one, especially from UOM. They won the knife, they elected to start on the CT, but nothing has been working in their favor. They've been pushed, they've been shoved, they've been stolen, they've been shoved. And now, all the players pushing in is looking at a very bruised and battered, not confident UAM.
Confidence dwindling, that's for sure, but that can definitely change. Around like that though, who knows, but confidence now starting to build. Jordan getting away with one there, almost on track for a second. Doom now taking down player after player, layer after player. They get ripped apart. UOM down and out of that one. Adelaide take 5, and UOM back on track for the eco zone again. A dangerous place to be in, because Adelaide, one more, they will be able to take 6 here, potentially tie things up at the halfway point, or maybe even, if they get on to 7, win the half. But still plenty more rounds to play off of here. It's relatively close. But if they win this one, Adelaide, that gap can widen.
Alright, here we go. It is an inexpensive round on the side of UAM where they have to make all the difference. The thing is that I'm concerned is that all 5 members is just stacked around B. The thing about all of that is fine if most of the opponents is like that. Oh, Doom misses that shot, but he is going to get all that confidence in. That's going to be just fine. Like, if all 5 rushes and he, has an AWP with an AK from his side, that's really enough cover as he's quickly going to pop 1, pop 2. He now knows he's not going anywhere. And he is going to get rushed out. Spec is there for her, and Shug is right back. They don't need to do anything else. H has died. He is just going to be running, and he was just going to look to plant, trying to buy, the insurance. But at the end of the day, you could tell completely what UAM was trying to do. And Adelaide University, they were prepared for all the shenanigans.
Absolutely prepared for all the shenanigans, prepared for battle here. Very curious to see how the rest of these rounds are going to play out now, though. Only a few to go in this one. CT's back on the buy, ready to make their enemies die, and see if they can make it work now. They are just going to hold steady, prepare themselves for what's to unfold here. CT is holding steady as well, sticking to their guns for the moment. Just trailing through the lamp room into cave there. Ready to tie things up on sight, but they're not committing fully yet. They are heading in that direction, Richard. Here we go.
Okay, here we go as Crash is going to be traded with Al-Qaeda. Everyone from Adelaide is here. They're ready to play, but a big miss from Doom is gonna be just spelling the worst one for him. As it is going to be a very messy one. The trade is not in favor of Adelaide University. UOM was able to use most of the cover provided by Adelaide, and now it's just going to be Spec, and he is going to be shut down. Look, I'll give it to them. They tried to do a quick rush. They said, look, there was a lot of things that UOM was preparing, especially with the 5-stack, especially since Eco, they were starting to try crazy things. Adelaide was trying to do the same thing. They were trying to find the least amount of defenders and just send everything through. Unfortunately for them, UAM, they sat in the trenches, they dug deep, and they said, we are not budging.
Not budging. Not looking to do anything further there, but see if they are going to be able to yield some results heading in to round 11 now. So there's still plenty more to play for at this point. Plenty of more to do. Good pressure up mid though, just halting any semblance of T aggression there. Not allow them to really push up at all, but they are pushing up to A main right now, where they'll be face to face with an AWP if they peek singularly, just like Doom did there, and their teammates followed them into the grave nice and quickly as well. Great resurgence for UOM here.
Alright, here we go. UOM needs to immediately clutch it out. AWP in the hand of 952. He's been pretty brave about it, minus the excuse with Shug. And right now, they definitely need this one to regather that confidence back in. And so Adelaide University can't really just come in and surprise them. But the biggest thing right here is looking into what Adelaide is doing. They've been cooking up a storm for UAM. They've been absolutely just doing everything. Has been picked up, although this round's going to be a lot more in the trenches. It's just going to be Shug. Shug catches one. Fire's quite low, but that's going to be it. Like, imagine in the worst of circumstances, Shug puts up another one and makes it expensive. I would have wanted to see that happening. So, as we gather into the final round before the half, we have ourselves a match. 6-5. Could be either 7-5 or 6-0. We'll see what happens.
We sure will. One more round to do it all. Will it be Adelaide's round? Will it be UOM's? That's the ultimate question, isn't it? And let's see who finds the first blow now. T's are not finding it. It's Luke. Good aggression up mid there, pushing up Xbox. They've got two. Traded back. It's Crash trying to crash into them, but Luke's doing all the work right now. Doom trades back as well, but it's not happening right now. Spec, last player standing. Let's see how they approach this one. Creeping up elbow right now. They do get a shot through. Flargo is down. I'm ready to see what else they can deliver here. They are just stuck in the moment. Holding steady. Spec. Two options. Push into it. Push around that corner. Get caught by 952 or caught by Jun perhaps. 952's gone. Jun around the corner. They're trying for it. Try as they might. They will not slip into the good night. They've got the AWP now. The potential for a 1v1 here, but they've opted in to AK Town instead. But in the meanwhile, because of time, Jun's actually wrapping it all the way around the back. Maybe not. No, they're thinking against it. Interesting. We'll see how it goes, though, Emp. What do you think's going to happen here?
Either way, he doesn't have the bomb. He actually needs to go and play this one as expertly as he can. Time is starting to run out, and Jun's aware of this. Jun is going to check him. Right? And Spec has a rough idea where he is. The thing is, he has to go and pick it up, and this could be the biggest one. Alright, there's going to be the smoke. Spec is just going to throw it just in case. 10 seconds left. He has no choice. He has to quickly run for it. That should be all the signs in the world for Jun to go in for this one. Oh, and there is the figures! What the hell? What? That's it. He realized there's not enough time. And very unfortunate. For on the side of Adelaide University, and I gotta say, both sides has ups and downs into this map, and both has been questionable.
Yeah, they've definitely had their fair share of questionable moments, haven't they? And it goes all the way down to the wire at the halfway point, 6 for 6, all tied up. I mean, I said I wanted a close match, and I guess they're delivering on that front. Really putting in the hard yards here. Doing such a great job to hold themselves together. Curious to see how this first one's going to play out, though, because already UOM have crept up mid into Donut Doom. Tries to step them off there and will be able to find success with Hasdai. Clark gets a trade back, though. 4v2 now. Looking for another. Not able to smother it out. The CT's already. They're pushing through Donut. They've got one player in the temple as well. Just biding their time here. Because the T's haven't even gone for a plant yet.
Well, I don't think they can clear this one just yet. As Fly's going to try to swing, but he does find Spec. And right now, trying to reduce this down to a 2v2. They are down one member right now, trying to get their team out of here. If Fly makes it out, they only have Crash to really stop them onto the backtrack. And so we'll see what June has to say about this one against Crash. As both players running for this one, they hear it. Fly's going to find him, and rotation comes through. Adelaide University, they were camping it out in the beginning. I'm not sure why they gave so much room in respect to UAM, but right now they are going to be paying for it because next round is going to be locked in and secured. There is going to be the extra economy on the side of UOM and Adelaide University. Okay, you know, this is the moment. They need to find something immediately. They need to find, you know, the triggering hands, and they are going to find Fwa first. Jumi was looking. Oh, and he is good for a tap, baby. He says, UOM, we are so back.
So back. And they launch their counter-attack here. Taking things into their own hands. Definitely curious to see if they can maintain that momentum, though, because Adelaide now not going to be looking to meet them in this second round of the second half here. Just looking to stick it out, play through to the third instead, see if they can build up a bit of momentum. Big stack from Adelaide on A, though, and I think they're going to be ready for them. They can get some shots through here. Although, shots from their counterparts are doing a lot more damage than they would have hoped for. So it's nice and quick. Ripped apart. UOM. Take it on.
Well, it was the right idea. They guessed it right. They stacked it right. Unfortunately, when a jumping Mac comes through, you just say, okay, there's nothing you can do about it. So UOM will be gleefully taking that round. Something that they've been working really hard for is that confidence boost. Now they finally got it. They are ready to be playing and flipping onto the switch. Adelaide University right now, well, they've got the guns. They've got a little bit more to show for. If they're able to stop this one without too much of bleeding, things are good. And that is one way to do it. Doom and Crash, they find a lot of results. And right now, without really paying too much for it, Shock is looking for any potential stragglers. Fua is trying to cut off mid, but, you know, it's just he might be in that off chance if he does get spawned upon, and that is going to be the problem. Spec found him first, AK dropped over, and UOM, the bleeding is completely being just pummeled through. It's fallen to the clear Shock, which is okay, but they still need a sight. Has died, does see this, but it's not enough of a threat just yet.
Yeah, not enough of a threat at the moment, but definitely can be. We bypass the minute mark now. 4v2 situation here. The T's, they're trying to hold scope of the positions at the moment. Pushing up Xbox, see if they might be able to flex their way through a little more there, but ultimately, opportunities are going to begin to dwindle as this round plays out. Really instilling doubt in our minds as to what could be around these corners here, but they're pushing in a cave now. Spotted up by Crash there. They've got scope over that position. As soon as they peek, be problems. Doom's a support as well right around the corner. Pushing into it. Doom's gone trade from Crash. Bombs down though. CT's already wrapping around the back there. So trying to get through. Crash is actually ran out of bullets, but so did 952. So it doesn't matter. Adelaide, good for it in the end though. We'll be able to take away 7. And close the gap between them to only a round.
Okay. This is still pretty good. Still anyone's game. Adelaide University, they are going to put a few stops here and there. UOM, now, yeah, this is the AK. This is the important round. Cannot be dropping this one if you want to be looking to pull a few rounds apart from Adelaide. Adelaide, meanwhile, obviously want to get this one through. And the biggest problem is that Adelaide University, they don't really take chances, which is where UOM will be playing for it, right? Because UOM took a lot of chances, took a lot of different kind of things against Adelaide, and they just had to sit tight and, you know, hope for the best. Obviously, look for the carries themselves as well. So, the biggest and the most interesting one here right now is that will anyone get completely executed by Shock? If they don't, that's great, but Shock is gonna swing into 952 on the AK. 952, young on 22, he's a little bit bruised and battered, but he's going to be just fine. They do find Crash as well. I mean, this could be a complete collapse of the B side, and I don't think Adelaide University is going to be swinging just enough. Al-Qaid is going to try to make some noises as the slow rotation is going to come in. Like, this could still be a ring around the roses onto the map. It's just depending on the next skill.
Yeah, depending on the next kill, depending on how things go here, Jun will be the kill though, and Al-Qaeda follows now. The man advantage going to Adelaide here. Looking to hold as steady for the moment. UOM though have stacked up towards the B site instead, so good that Adelaide has a few players ready to rotate, but at the same time, they might not get that chance if they keep holding steady here. This spot can be big for Crash. Huzdai does manage to find the opener though, traded back. Huzdai doing all the work there. And they get the job done. 8 for 8, don't be late. They close the gate on the gap, and it's now no rounds between them, but Adelaide are on track to potentially take a lead here, because UOM, they're in the eco zone right now.
Oh, this is the one that you didn't want to see from UAM. You know, you had the early advantage. You know, you put them on to check, but the Adelaide University coming back and it's resetting your economy. It's the worst thing to see as the attacker side. Oh my god! Al-Qaid having the perfect angle, but not the execution over there. He's not gonna find anything. I'm surprised that the nade blew up right next to him and finding no result coming out. They might try to get a little bit cheeky, trying to just catch him off. Not sure if that molly was what they wanted on it, but oh, Al-Qaid is gonna find spec anyway. It is good, but Fua is gonna be traded. It's just how much can you stop? And that could have been super dangerous as Doom took the play. But the gun is now going over to UOM. They picked up one. They're probably looking to pick up another very soon, depending if they can clear this one. Shug, meanwhile, is trying to stop everything else. UOM does get the plan. And this is all that she wrote. Like, this is everything that they really wanted to do. Hastai is going to get traded with Luke 1Gs, but Shug leading the charge and completes the round. And that is all you needed for the closer.
That's it. That's all you need for the closer. Is going to be 9 rounds locked in for Adelaide now. Great opportunity for UOM there, though. They managed to get that bomb plant down despite losing the round on their eco. They at least have an injection of cash to push in. So they should be looking to meet them face to face now. Maybe even clean things up to tie it up 9 for 9. But never say never. Anything's possible here. And we'll see what is in store for us as we jump into round 18 now. Definitely very eager to see what is to come. Tease. In the same boat, but big stack up outside the B site for now. They're just trying to see if they can keep their eyes on the prize towards Lamp Room at the moment. Shug holding Cave as well. Need to stop them. Speaking of stop them, though, Crash does spot them. Stop, drop, and roll. They stroll through. Trading out is Spec as well. The T's not going to be able to stroll onto the site for free. They still have a couple more players to deal with.
Alright, here we go. Very, very important one. UAM. They have some guns, they have some more utilities. Just need to clear this one against Shug. Shug, meanwhile, he is so greedy and he's so aggressive. He's just going for it. And he's gonna get the kills. How was this allowed? I'm not sure. It should be absolutely be sent straight to jail. But, you know, Shug does what he wants to do. Luke wants to do. He's gonna walk through one. Doesn't realize he's walked through the smoke of another. Oh my god. I mean...
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that was gonna happen.
What a way to end the round. And that's going to be another one in the bag for Adelaide now. Round 19 before us. UOM stuck in eco again. Opportunity is there for Adelaide to take themselves one step further to 11, but UOM, they're no pushover. They might yet be able to do something to overwhelm here. Pistols or not, it's always worth a shot. Every round is possible. Maybe not in this one. Spec is going to be the one to wreak havoc down middle. And all these teams meet their doom. They're getting singled out. Finally, they go down, but crashes around the corner and stops them. Last player standing now, holding elbow, just trying to fall back, retreat as much as they possibly can, but they will be caught trying to fade away off elbow. Peek into it again and meet their demise. Still getting one kill out of it, though, is, I guess, a little consolation prize for them, but it's not going to amount to too much. Still, round 20 now. Full Y for UOM, AWP, AKs, util for days. I guess it's now or never for them. Like, they lose this round, that could spell game for them, considering one round is all they need for map point here for Adelaide.
Alright. Adelaide, they want to clutch onto this one. They want that win. They want the ultimate dub. And so they are going to give everything into UOM. And UOM, dropping 2 players instantly from Crash and Shug. There is going to be the trade, but it's 3 for the price of 1. Hastai was going to quickly check onto 952. Slowly walking in. 952 does have the angle, which is great. The crosshair barely missing the head right there. So, very unfortunate drop over here from Hastai. But, never say never. UOM, 2 more players left. 952 and Al-Qaid trying to find something through the A play, right? They are going to walk through to the smoke. There's going to be the continuous utilities being thrown by Crash. They don't want to give it up. They know how important this one is supposed to be. They're fishing for that info. Meanwhile, it's going to be given. All right. That is going to be the play. Crash gets a little bit of a bruise, and there is going to be Spec coming in with Doom. Now, there is going to be the plant, which is great. That's successful. But UOM needs to clear a little bit more, as there is going to be the complete shadow by 952. Doesn't have enough room to go in and get himself into a safe place. Meanwhile, Al-Qaid has to do everything he can to get this one through. Utilities is going to be completed when Crash throws his last one. And they know he's here. They don't need to fake. They just say, alright, you know, whenever you want to pop out, you pop out. But the result is clear.
Peekaboo, I see you. And that is going to be all that they wrote there for that one. UOM, one last chance to make a final stand here. Adelaide on a map point. It's all or nothing here. Make or break time. Is it OT? Is it game done? It all comes down to this and Mr. ZK. And let's get right into it right now. Jeez, spreading things out. Got a couple up through towards the B side there. 3 towards A. Couple just holding elbow just in case any of the CTs get a little bit too eager. One pushed up main. But speaking of pushing up, Al-Qaid making strides there towards this B side. They've already got the spot there. Information's good. They haven't managed to get the big jabs yet, though. No kills spilling through. Well, they might find a chance in a second.
Gotta be very careful here. Just like that. Flop does quickly squeeze this one in. Does get a pivotal play where both attention was just not focused on him. So UAM, they do find an opening. It's gonna be good. Now, the next thing, they need to clear it. They need to quickly gather everyone in. Luke 1Gs is slowly trying to check out Spec, and there's going to be a play from Crash into the long. One thing got to be careful is anyone playing for Exo, Shug is just going to execute you, and meanwhile, Shug is going to find Luke 1Gs looking into the corner, reducing this into a 3v3. Bomb hasn't gone down just yet, but it is going to be right now by 952. Alright, they have to do everything they can to defend this. UAM cannot make any mistake. They need to just slowly take it, play for that time, you know, bait for this one. But 952, he was smelling blood in the water, trying to force something out. There's the lineup, but it's not enough. It's going to be the trade. Shug is going to be taken down, and it's just Spec. Spec is on 2 health. And he sees the bomb, he taps it. I don't think he can do anything else. And UOM, they hold on to a very important round.
Yeah, their efforts pay off there and keep them on the line for a little bit longer. They need to find 3 rounds in a row if they want to push this one through to OT, though. A dangerous path ahead of them, a path of blood, if you will, and we'll see just how much is going to spill heading into this round and potential rounds there beyond. Let's see how it all goes now, though, as they settle into their default. Ready. What's in store here? Molly's come out, trying to push it through middle. They got that Xbox control. The CTs aren't game to face them head on this time. It does give a lot of room for opportunity for the T's here. Already, they found an opening through towards Donut there. Huge start. It's exactly the kind of pacing that UOM needs in order to plant those seeds of rejuvenation. But still have to get a little bit closer here.
They gotta be very careful about this one. Oh boy, UOM, they're slowly starting to dissipate back into this game. They're saying, alright, we're gonna meld into this brand new form, and Adelaide University is not prepared for it. They see other AWP, Spec slowly trying to whittle through, looking at all possibility of an angle. And the thing is, there's nothing for you to play here. There's nothing except for maybe a trade, and now that is just going to be completely shut down. Money, nowhere near. Hastar has to at least save that AWP. And UOM, like I see their money not that good as well, but they've got this round, they've got the plan, and they should be able to do everything else that they want to on the next one. And slowly, this game, it was a runaway from Adelaide University, is going back into even more closer. Hastar now is gonna take one, misses the second one, and he is gonna be denied that AWP, and that is respectable play from UOM.
Respectable play, ready to save the day, and to see what is going to be in store in this way, coming in to round 23 now. UOM, one step closer. All they need is 2 more for OT here, Mr. Richard. And Adelaide, stuck on ecos right now. Devastating position to be in, but at least even if they lose this round, there's one last chance to close it out. Otherwise, we go for the long haul, baby. But let's see how it flows down. And now in this one, they're holding close angles. Hasdai just stuck in donut for now, but the action's all happening towards that B side for the minute. Everybody stacked up outside there on the T side, ready to see if they can manage to find some openings. Speaking of those, though, Jun getting very close to the top of mid here.
Alright, gotta be careful. As UAM, they are gonna find a kill onto Spec. They are starting to find the leak in that armor. But they need to still be very careful about how they approach as they take down Doom. Very important kills right here. The economy is being reset. Crashy is gonna completely just find nothing. And that should be it. It's just gonna be Hasdai. Hasdai is gonna find nothing as well. Oh my goodness. UOM. They've caught up. It's 11 to 12. And this is a round where, you know we're gonna go to OT. Oh, Adelaide University finds that last minute breath and say, quickly cross over the line, and that's it. Because if we're gonna go to OT, UOM, they have everything going for them. They have all the power, they have all the momentum, the confidence is thriving. Oh, 952 is gone. That is crucial step at the beginning, but can they find more? That is the question.
Big question indeed, and with this change up back to the aggressive pacing, it's worked out a little bit for the CTC. They got an opening kill and a lot of damage onto a couple of players there. They may yet find Jun as well if they're game enough to peek elbow here. It can be really impactful for both sides. Jun, Util spilling out. That's a huge spot for Doom, though. They're trying to fall back. They've found Spec. This is huge. Doom trapped, alone. Now they zone it out. This is massive. Hasdai does get the spot as well, though. They're going to hold out in Donut. The last stand here between them and the site. The CTs, the rest of them. They don't even check. Hasdai's found two. Somehow pulls through. No way. They're still alive. Hasdai gets it all done there. Shugs chimed in. It's all come falling apart by one unchecked angle. And just like that, Adelaide pull through and take the victory. 13 to 11.
Oh no! Where UOM finally got the confidence back and got everything going. That one crucial donut play being held forever by Hasdai has completely collapsed them in the end. Just tripped over the finishing line into the OT. There we go! As the rest of Adelaide University, they breathe a sigh of relief and they say, whoo! We are gonna be the victors for this week. Congratulations.
Yeah, major congratulations there, honestly. Incredible efforts coming through in the end. I was really shocked and surprised, to be honest, at how crazy that ended up being, man. Like, just, what a series. You know, such a back and forth endeavor. I just couldn't believe what was unfolding. You know, I thought maybe...
It seemed to have worked out pretty well.
Absolutely. You got to have faith in your in-game leader, whether it's the right call or the wrong call at the end of the day. Got to have faith. And speaking of having faith, I guess, which map or maps would you say you have the most faith in as a team at the moment?
Definitely Ancient. I mean, we played it last week. It didn't go very well. This week, before the game, we probably spent about 2 hours learning all the util we needed. We didn't know any insta-smokes for elbow in the first game, nor for B doors. We learned it all this time, and it worked out really well. Our mid control was great. We were denying them super well. We had good B executes, good mid executes. Worked out great.
Yeah, that it really shows, right? This is a series where you're being pit against all the best of the best, and when 1 week you get punished for the mistakes that or something that was unprepared, the next week you fix it up and it gets more interesting. The game starts evolving. Instead of playing shooters, you're all of a sudden playing chess with each other, where any second or any lapse of concentration can definitely provide an advantage for the opposing side. And just going forward, what is something that you guys were looking to further improve or redo?
Probably, I don't know. I'd probably say just playing together as a team on those T-side rounds, because I know a lot were led away with just a couple of us doing our own thing and it just getting a bit too out of hand. We noticed that the more rounds we just stuck together, it ended up working out for us. So just going for opening duels probably wasn't our thing, but just XX and stuff seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. But speaking of what we like to see, I guess one thing I found for you guys that really worked out, and you're talking about how you restructured, was some of your mid control. And I feel like, where do you feel that the mid control really started to shine through for you guys?
Once we started to understand how they were taking mid, because we learnt those elbow smokes, it was just so helpful. I was able to just sit behind that smoke at Red Room because they weren't really too aggressive at mid. Maybe if they were pushing it and stuff, we might have had to change it up a bit, but we were fine just throwing down the utility and then just holding from Red Room and Donut. It worked really well for us.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's great. Well, look, we haven't really seen too much of Adelaide University being this together in this synergy, and it's great to see. But before we do conclude, is there any shout outs, any afterthoughts that you'd like to give?
Look, I mean, shout out to the whole team. I mean, Doomski's great IGL, and I mean everyone else is just like absolutely insane. I mean, I guess we can shout out our what's his name, the organizer for all of this, Ordinatus, and also Devon, our club president. But yeah, because they were able to organize all this.
Yeah, hey, I still remember Ordinatus. The man is a champion, and absolutely for Adelaide University. Great stuff. Cool, excellent. I guess that wraps up for the interview. Thank you very much, Spec, for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck onto the following weeks.
Easy, appreciate it, boys.
Cool. Well, there you go, Amp. Great to get some insight from Adelaide there. I think they played exceptionally well in order to close things out there. And speaking of playing exceptionally well, let's take a look at our results here. You can see first match, 13-10, RMIT taking it away. A pretty hard-fought endeavor, but a lot of confidence shining through in that second one. UNSW taking it away, 13-4 against USID. And then the last one, 13-11. I thought it had that potential for OT, but it just was not meant to be.
Yeah, that was very, very close. Like, if I had to put, into tonight's match, I did not think the closest one we had was the final game. I thought the closest one was definitely somewhere, on the first, especially since Monash was doing so well against RMIT. But this is where the Elite Series really comes into play, is that you never, ever know, right? Even if they are the best of the best, or if they're the second best, or they're the upcoming, new challenger, you never know what's in the pack of beautiful gummies. One of them is going to be the one that you least like, and the rest you're going to love, and one that you don't love before, you might just start loving right after. So, very, very nice. And now looking at the positions on the standing, UNSW with the round win and the round loss, they are going to edge out to be number one, shaking RMIT into that second position, followed by Monash, and then Adelaide University coming on top with UAM and USID on the two losses right here, which is great result. And this is something that we are trying to, play into that little bit of prediction into the future, but also just enjoying the ride, because every week we get played into something new and we just don't have it. But before we do go out and tap out, we still do have to shout out the wonderful sponsors that make this stream an absolute success.
That we do, Mr. Emperor. So, first and foremost, a big shout out to AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor partner who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Next up, it is Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. But before we forget, make sure you follow the AEL at AU Esports League to stay up to date on all AEL events, competitions, and activations.
Absolutely. That last one is very important because, AEL, we're always at every event, every convention. You can always find us no matter what it is, and we're looking to do a lot more. Obviously, make sure to come back next week. We do have more games to be played into the Elite Series, whether it's Rocket League, whether it's CS2, and even onto the weekend where we get even more Rocket League going. But before anything else, we just want to thank you, the viewers, and everyone else on production onto this wonderful night. And we will see you onto the next week. And that is pretty much it. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Good night.